Hello guys, Crowbar here. I apologize if, this is a little slow, if me scrolling up and down is just slow or laggy or whatever. My computer is pretty crap. But, in any case, we're going to be talking about the beginning of the end of Leeching. So, we'll just go over this first. This blah blah blah, they're just adding in the quest line for Canny. But now, what I'd like to talk about today is what this means for the structure of Candy Valley and Twine Peaks. Unlocking these two areas will now be done with a combination of Storm Shield defense progression and your home base power rating. When you complete a Storm Shield defense, the next defense quest becomes available immediately. So as soon as you can win the fight, you can move on to the next defense and open up more of the map. Disconnecting these from the storyline allows players to unlock difficulty appropriate to their power rating. So playing events and side missions with your friends will no longer cause the game difficulty and your power level to fall out of sync. So what they're saying right there is that you don't need to... Sorry, long day. What they're saying right there is that the main quest line that you have to progress to get to the next zone will no longer be there, and instead, to get to the next zone, you will have to be doing your Storm Shield defenses, and assuming that's the same for this, you have to do 6 Storm Shield defenses, and then you can go on to the next point. However, what they're also kind of saying is that you can play with your friends even if you don't really want to do the main missions. You don't have to just wait for your friend to catch up to finish the plank off mission or whatever to get to the next area. I also apologize about my chair squeaking. It's pretty awful as well. Since you can rapidly unlock the area through Storm Shields, we have implemented required power ratings that you must achieve to play a mission. They have been added to all missions, including mission alerts, in Canny Valley and Twine Peaks, but have been set a few difficulties below the recommended power rating of the mission. So you'll still be able to play content that's a fair ways above your power rating, but after you complete the storm defenses needed to unlock it. The goal is to prevent players from entering content that is so high level they have little chance of succeeding without either increasing their power or forming an organized party. So, what they're saying right there is that once you complete Storm Shields, you're going to unlock more and more and more of the map. But, they don't give an exact number, but say you're 10 to 15 power level under the current power level of the mission, then you won't be able to do it. However, where exactly do they say it? I don't see exactly where they stated, but people can still get taxied in. That's one of the big problems right now, but this will only be enforced in Canny and Twine as far as I believe. The whole, you have to be within a certain power rating. It doesn't state that Stonewood and Plankerton will have any power ratings, missions that you can't do. I still think, I imagine the tutorial still, is still, forced upon you. But, anyways, let's continue. We still want friends at different power levels to be able to play Fortnite together easily, so when you're a party with a high-level friend, you will be able to access everything they have unlocked, right there. People can still get taxied. It says friends, so maybe you have to be on the friends list of the taxi, but people would get over that. They would just spend 2 minutes sending them a friend request, and then those taxis would be constantly messaged by people who they taxied for more taxis, and this could backfire a bit. But here's where it gets interesting. We understand this sometimes leads to new players being brought up to high-level content by their friends, aka taxis, and bringing people up non-stop. And the required power ratings are one early step in our plans to help mitigate that pain point. In the future, we plan to allow players to group up and play up-level content in private and friends-only matches, and enforce the restrictions prevented in public matches. So right there, they want to prevent people from being able to taxi people into public content, which I don't understand why they just don't do that immediately, but whatever, they'll get to it soon, I hope. Unfortunately, that change goes deep into our party formation and matchmaking code, so we really do not have an ETA for this work. We'll keep you posted, I guess. I mean, my coding experience is fairly limited, so I don't know, maybe that's true, maybe that's not. They said at one point that they couldn't put crouching in the game because their engine wouldn't allow it, but they then put crouching in Battle Royale. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways. Finally, we wanted to mention that old placeholder questline for Canny Valley is still present, but has been converted into a series of optional side quests. These will give you a long list of goals to chase and the extra rewards they offer. You know, those blue power, like those blue guns that they just randomly give you. Yeah, those are some really good extra rewards they offer. As you play through Canny Valley, regardless of if you're following the story, participating in the latest event, or just playing daily missions with your rewards. So, I mean, I guess. You get those extra rewards, I guess, those blue guns and single training manual, like 2,000 hero XP. Those rewards, it's not really worth it to play the story anymore at Canny and whatever, because these rewards are so bad. Anyways, we are listening to community feedback, blah 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 blah. Thanks, Jason, Senior Systems Designer. And then, yeah, the comments. So, what this means is, again, it's the beginning of the end of Leeching. People who made it up to Canny, but were only like power level 30, because they didn't know how to slot survivors, will no longer to be able to access really any of the Canny missions. Especially since, like, you would unlock the entire Canny map the second you made it to Canny, so level 30 could just go all the way up to the level 74 player missions immediately. I hope they lock the 4-player missions, like, behind a little bit tighter restrictions, but in any case, this will be really good. Like, this is going to stop quite a bit of leeching. Not all leeching, definitely not all of the leeching that's going on. Like most of the leeching is coming from taxis. But this shows they're listening. This whole thing, like, they're actually listening and they're trying to stop leeching. I think this is a more roundabout way of going about it, but, I mean, I guess once this goes live, and I assume that's going to be Thursday this week, once this goes live, we'll be able to, or I guess I'll be, like, grinding up to Storm Shield 6 and moving on to Twine. I guess I'll need to start farming pure drops of rain to upgrade my survivors and whatnot, but I mean, my squads, I think if I upgraded them enough, I should get around 90 power level if I, like, fully upgraded them. That's fairly good. In any case, that's the end of today. I'm really excited for this. There will be a link to the Reddit thread that this came off of in the description of the video, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Bye bye.